Restaurant Supply has been your home for everything tailgating for the last 45 years. Stop into one of our 3 locations to pick up everything you will need to make your tailgate a winner. From bar gadgets to all the professional cooking tools you'll need to score big with your buddies, the public is always welcome. And to celebrate our 45th anniversary, J&V is offering drone delivery. Maybe we'll just use the truck. Go Cats!
Number 2, Sean Chambers showed what he could do out there, particularly running the football and throwing a little bit.
Yeah, it was good to get him in the open field a couple times and know that he's more than capable of doing that. And obviously with our tailback situation, utilizing him and our receivers was going to be part of this plan without stacking up a whole bunch of carries for Tommy. So, yeah, I think he obviously showed he's more than capable of hitting some home runs. It was good to see.
Guys?
Speaking of that situation, you guys down 4 running backs now, and you saw what Chambers was capable of putting up today. Are there going to be more situations where you're throwing him in there just to run the ball?
Well, we gotta figure out how to run the football, and you want to get your guys out there that are capable of making plays. I think he's certainly one of them. Marquis, Taco, Cleveland, Willie for that matter. I mean, so we can spread some things out. So yeah, we're gonna have to be creative as far as that goes. It's unfortunate the situation we're in, but that's what we're in, and we got to find a way to deal with it. You just can't put your head in the sand.
Do you have any update on Jared?
I'll have an update on Monday. I imagine something he's going to be out for a little while. You come out of the boot. That's not the greatest sign, so I'll find out more and let you guys know Monday.
Anything with Garrett Kuhn? Any update on him?
That's a good question. We've been waiting on getting him back and going, and he had a really good spring and has just been halted through the course of fall. So I'm hopeful we can have him back sooner than later. I'll kind of fill you guys in a little bit more on Monday with that.
I know tackling last game was a little bit of an issue. Do you feel like you guys made some improvements, and what did you do there to get better, you think?
I think at first glance, yes. I think a lot of it's playing with better leverage. It's guys gang tackling, getting several guys to the football. It seemed like we were doing that. I think we were in better position. I think last week, whether it's leverage or positioning, just wasn't what it needed to be. So no, I think we tackled better. I thought we flew around on defense. Wasn't perfect, but I think we played everybody that we had on defense. That was good to see. A couple of those guys out there at the end, still holding that standard and keeping them at bay in the fourth quarter was good to see.
It was obviously a lot of quick touchdowns to start the game. How am I supposed to see that kind of execution right now?
Yeah, it was good just to take the football down the field and score offensively to set the tone, and then we turned them over 2 times in a row. You get short fields, I think, and they both resulted in touchdowns. Now, the flip side is I don't think we developed a lot of rhythm offensively in that first quarter, and then that maybe spilled a little bit into the second quarter. But I know we didn't punt all night, all day, I should say. Turned it over more than we would like, obviously. I think we completed the ball better with Tommy. That was one thing we were definitely looking at. They stayed pretty aggressive, so it's one of those games where and you probably could throw it 50 times just based on their alignments. But I thought our receivers, one thing that stood out to me is the run after catch was great to see this afternoon. Ravi, Willie in particular, our tight ends, stretching the field. We got a tight end with 98 yards receiving. That's pretty damn good. So excited to see that. Keep getting these people off my back for not throwing to the tight end.
You guys had good offensive execution on pretty much everything. Good on third down, good in the red zone. Really, I guess the only thing to harp on would be those turnovers. So how do you clean that up whenever you go to face some tougher opponents like Oregon State?
Yeah, we're sitting here 2 games. They've turned it over 5 times. Last one we throw Tavian Williams in running back. Want him to hang on to the football, I guess. Tavian hasn't played a lick of running back all fall camp. He's done a little bit on the scout team. The tip ball interception. we'll have to see what Sean could have done differently on that. And then the other one, it looked like the guy made a better play than we did, and we maybe should have went after that. So no question, one of our calling cards has to be our ability to protect the football and take it away. So 2 games in, I think we're even in that situation, and that's not going to be good enough to win football games, especially when the opponents become different.
We've talked about Taco's confidence as a punt returner. What was it like to see him take one back for a touchdown today?
Yeah, that was great. He's got really good ability to not only make good decisions like we talked about last week, but then to really do something when he gets in his hands. So to do that, to score on special teams, to go up 28 there in the first quarter, last play of that quarter was a good thing to see, because I think there's more of that to come now. On the flip side, at the end, him fair catching the ball at the 3 was not part of the plan. So as a young player, I think those opportunities for him to continue to grow, but we're really confident in him, and I don't think that's the last time he'll make a play in the punt return game.
How about Sebastian Valdez? He had a really hot start. He had, numerous plays.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, that played a bunch last year. Was a starter for a good part of the season, but certainly in the shadows of Chase and Daniel and Amandre, and felt like he had a tremendous offseason, tremendous winter, first of all, just on a mission, and I think that's shown up. He's added a bunch of weight and strength to a really quick. He's really got really quick feet and everything. So, I think he's a guy that's going to continue to be a force, and we'll need him to be.
Your defense put them in 23rd downs, then converted 6. What does that tell you that unit is doing well, maybe particularly on those first 2 downs?
Yeah, keeping them in second and long situations. One, like, there was a lot of short yardage scenarios, if I can recall. I think we challenge our guys. No matter who we're playing, what their first score was, anything like that, we have to come out and raise the bar ourselves. And I thought we did that in particular, let's say the first quarter and a half. I think defensively, they had that one sequence in the first half where they made a couple plays, but by and large, we shut them down, and we played a lot of guys, and that was another charge for our defensive staff, is let's do this and let's play more guys. And I think we did that. Now, does that mean some of those younger guys are have arrived? I don't know about that, but I think the more you play them, the closer they get to getting where you want them to, and today was a good step there.
How did you feel like Drew played in Simeon's absence?
Yeah, I think he did all right. I know he had a couple balls maybe caught on him. I think we tackled well. I do think that's a strength of Drew's, and there was a couple of bang catches, if I remember correctly. But Drew's a guy that we're going to need. He was in the rotation that first game, and to get a start in Simeon's place, he's got to be in position to do that. So we'll get Simeon back this next week, and Drew will be playing, and that was good. And I think Tyrell getting out there a bunch, he hopefully gained some traction as well. So having 4 corners that can go out there and play is something we need, quite honestly.
What did you think of your receivers today? It felt like they kind of stepped up once Jared White went down, taking handoffs or running sweep plays. What were your thoughts on that?
I think all those guys are more than capable of doing what they did, and we had that was part of the plan. Kind of regardless of Jared going down. So they did a good job after they got those opportunities. And then I thought, I mentioned it before, I thought they did a really good job after the catch. Robbie was hard to bring down. Willie scored out there after, on his second touchdown. And the more those guys, can do that kind of stuff after the catch, boy, that hurts the defense. So, really pleased with the way that top group played today.
Just how much do you think, when you recruit and you go to the transfer portal in the offseason, how much do you think about something like this where you have so many guys out? How much is that kind of, I guess, in your mind as worst case scenario, we got to be prepared?
Worst case scenario, I don't know. We're probably there. You know what? You try to have a certain amount of guys at each position that you feel like can play. And that was our intent in going to the transfer portal, and and also just getting guys that we felt like would really fit in here. And I think that's first off. I think all the guys we brought in, whether it was spring semester or this summer, they've fit in really well. You know, they've taken to this team. They're part of this team, and it's been good in a couple games to see those guys, you know, feel comfortable. They're Bobcats now. They're not wherever they came from. They're Bobcats now, and we need those guys to continue to make plays. You know, what's happened at the running back position, you can't explain it sometimes, you know, why that happens, and we just have to have a plan moving forward. There's a lot of season left, and you know, I do think we'll get guys back, but just how quickly we'll have to see.
Will there also be an update Monday on Lane? Is there anything more you can say about him?
Yeah, maybe from a timeline perspective, you know, yeah, he got bumped and went down kind of awkwardly. You know, stuck his hand in the ground and hurt his elbow a little bit. So, you know, we'll have to see where that's at. It's like I said, it's unfortunate. It was we weren't tackling or anything like that. He got hung up and went down, and that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, good.
Thanks, Brent.
Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Willie, how fun is this offense to play in when you know, you can incorporate kind of the sweeps that you guys do? You know, started doing a little bit more in this game, and there's also, you know, some vertical threats down the field, of course.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like the receivers are used in all kinds of different ways. How much fun is that to
It's
right now?
tremendously fun, man. Just getting everybody in space, just giving them the ball and just watching them do it. You know, just watching them just go to crazy. So it's just fun to watch my guys get the ball and it's sweep. It's a fade. It's a slant. It's a hitch. It's everything. So the defense is always on their toes, over heels, and just always just guessing. So we're always got that upper hand.
And kind of with that, you know, you talked earlier before the season, you said this wide receiver group is deadly. You score touchdown, Robbie, Cleveland, even Taco gets the punt return.
2 marquee touchdowns.
2 marquee touchdowns. Like, I mean, it's just everybody's eating, it feels like.
Yeah.
So I guess what does that kind of look like, you know, that multiple guys can, you know, be threats offensively?
It's amazing, and it's kind of just a testament to the work we put in over the summer. You know, we got all those guys, all the transfers, and we decided in that room that it's going to come down to us for when the game gets tough. They're going to throw it up to Airrock, like I always say, and we just prepare weekly. Coach Udy gets us in the lab, and we already know what the defense is in before they even run it. So we know the ball's coming our way. We just got to make the play. So, man, it's so fun just going out there with those guys.
Coach Vigen was really pleased with the yards after catch today.
Yeah.
You know, avoiding tackles after making that initial catch. Is that something that you guys preach on a daily basis? Kind of what does that look like throughout the week, and then how do you try to implement it?
Yeah, Udy, he just stresses making that first guy miss. If you can make that first guy miss, we got action. And then you never know what's going to happen next, because there's sometimes usually guys are playing man on us, you know, to stop that run. So if you make one guy miss, you're just, the safety's left and you just got to outrun him. So we really harp on that throughout practice. We're finishing every play, juking, diving as much as we can through practice to get that work of run after catch, just so we can do it in the game.
When you take a look at, you know, the receiving group last year, I guess it was kind of a one-person focus with, you know, Lance McCutcheon, a talent now in the NFL. Do you feel like there's kind of a transformation this year where it's more of like a group focus?
Oh yes, definitely. We're kind of more all have weapons, and not saying that we didn't have weapons last year. It was just kind of just, you know, new offense, new OC, still trying to just understand some things. And now the playbook is limitless. We have guys everywhere. We have subs that can come in that have different skill sets as well. So yeah, the playbook's fully open.
Did you feel like Trayton was due for a big game? It seems like he's kind of been in the shadows this whole time, but he kind of emerged today.
Yeah, Trayton, man, he's been working his butt off really for just an opportunity to get the ball. So our tight ends, man, they love getting the ball, but hey, they put their life on the line for blocking. So we call it the football gods. If you block so much, the football gods are going to bless you and give you the ball in the air. So it's about time they finally got some shine.
And what did you think of Taco Dowler's punt return?
Oh, man, once he caught it, I put my hand straight up. I already knew. Touchdown. We talked about it all week. We knew that they weren't going to really try as much during special teams, and we pride ourselves on special teams. So we knew we had a shot and a chance to open this game up, and that's what he did.
To what extent are you being able to notice on the sidelines what the defense is doing throughout the game?
Just by different coverages and just different formations. We already know based on the formation, their top 3 calls to it, and then we have our top 3 calls to that coverage. So we already can guess usually, like, for instance, on all third downs from 3rd and 3 to more, they were going cover 1, and we knew almost 60% of the time they're going cover 1. So we coming in knowing that 3rd downs, they're going to call on us. We got to make a play because it's one-on-one out there. So that's just kind of the things that our coach sets us up throughout the week, knowing, hey, 3rd down, let's go. It's time to go. So
I do really appreciate that context. I was also thinking in terms of your own defense.
Oh,
when you're on the sidelines and they're on the field.
Oh yeah.
How much are you familiar with how successful that unit is being? Also?
Oh yeah, I'm already saying turnover. Once on 3rd down, I'm expecting a turnover almost every time or a sack. I already know because our D line's going to get after him. Because when it's 3rd down on offense and defense, our brain just goes to a whole nother level, and we got to lock in because that's how you get off the field and that's how you score big touchdowns.
How tough is it, I guess, to see another running back go down, and how much do you guys have to use that kind of to motivate yourselves to I don't know, step up, I guess, in their place?
Well, man, seeing Jay White go down, that was kind of sad, knowing that he's a freshman and everything, but he's worked his butt off to that point and really proved and earned the respect of all the teammates. But we just know that we got a whole team that you throw anybody back there, RJ, Elijah, even Tavian, you throw guys back there and they know what they're doing. We're all confident in each other and we all just love each other to the point to where we're just ready to go out and battle. It doesn't even matter. You make a mistake, next play. Guy gets hurt, next play, next man up. So that's kind of our motto.
Yeah, how proud are you guys of your guys' depth for being able to be down so many guys but still have so many weapons?
That's just testament to Vigen and just how he works us and just, constantly is drilling that next man up mindset because you never know. We have 12 games guaranteed, if that, and you never know who's going to go down, and you better be ready because you don't want to be caught not ready.
I'm sure you guys are more familiar than most of what Sean is able to do with the quarterback position, given your time with him over the summer and whatnot. Now that he's actually here and through 2 games, he's kind of proving that he can hold his own right there.
Yeah.
How nice is that to see?
No, yeah, 2 quarterback system. I've been in that since 2018. We've been seeing, so I'm in love with the QBs right now, man. Both of them are deadly with the way they can run the ball and pass it, and just having them both support each other. You would think it would be a big competition and it would be like, they would keep away from each other, but they're the bestest of friends. And the whole offense is so tight to the point to where, like, it doesn't matter who's at the helm. We know that he's going to make a play for us out there.
All good? Thanks, Willie.
Yeah.
J&V Restaurant Supply Team with Captain Darian White. Cola Bad Bear with rebounds.
Miami.
Madison Jackson assists. And your shooter from downtown, Leah Beatty. J&V Restaurant Supply. Savor the difference.
You were really keying off early, it looked like. It seemed like every time there was a play, you were somehow in on fumbles, fumble recovery, sacks, and stuff. Were you just feeling good today, or what's going on for you?
No, I feel like we prepared for this team all week, so it was easy to just read my keys and know my job, knowing I was well prepared for my coaches, and the guys trust me and I trust them, so that allows me to make more plays.
In kind of the same way that so many wide receivers got in on the action, it seemed like there was a lot of time for some of the younger or backup defensive linemen to also get in. And nice to see kind of everybody contribute in that way.
Yeah, of course. It's always good to get those young guys some action and get a feel of it because you never know when we'll actually need them. So yeah, I'm glad that a lot of our young guys got to play today.
You forced Morehead into 20 third downs today. They only convert 6 of them. What does that tell you that your unit is doing particularly well, maybe on those first 2 downs?
Yeah, we have a different mentality when it comes to third down. We know that we have to get off the field, and Willie Matt calls really good plays for third downs, and we know how to execute them well. Starting with beginning of practice, just executing them all week.
last week it seems kind of like you guys took a half before you kind of got into your rhythm and really, took down McNeese. This week it seems like you had that from the start, and that Morehead didn't really have a chance. So what do you say of that growth from game 1 to game 2?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with Coach Vigen just telling us that got to start off right, got to start off fast, and I think we did that today. Like you said, we started fast, and I feel like we grew a lot from the first game, and we learned from it, and we'll keep growing from it.
Was there a lot of talk about tackling in practice this week? Was there a big emphasis on that, or just a typical practice?
Yeah, a small emphasis. We knew that we made mistakes last game, especially on tackling, but we knew what we messed up on, and we know how to correct it. So yeah, I guess you can say we fixed it, emphasized it.
How would you describe the depth of your team right now?
I think we have a pretty deep depth. A lot of guys are going to play, and we have a good rotation, which is good because we don't want to wear out our ones. So a good rotation allows everybody to get into some plays and keep everybody healthy and really dominate as a one. Yeah.
We talked a lot about this, this new look defensive line you guys bulking up over the offseason. I guess through 2 games, how would you kind of evaluate how that front four has looked so far?
Yeah, I mean, every week we're getting better. Every week we're planning something new, and
What would you say the biggest things you've improved on from this time last year? What have you what are the biggest specifics, I guess, you've specifically improved on?
I feel like playing fast. Last year, no doubt I wasn't playing fast, but this year I really know the defense. I'm comfortable in it. I feel like I know my job in and out, and that allows me to play really fast and allows my teammates, especially my D-line, to play really fast. So, yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
In just a few minutes, small business owners can now sign up for Blackfoot Communication Services. Whether it's dependable voice options or internet services, sign up simply by visiting blackfootsmallbusiness.com. Click on the services you wish, select an installation time and date, and you're done. Small business services at the touch of your fingers. Connect to more with Blackfoot Communications and blackfootsmallbusiness.com.